The doctor's hand was trembling when he pulled me aside. His eyes flicked toward the delivery room, then back to me, as if words themselves could set off an explosion. "Are you the father?" "Yes." He went pale. "You need a lawyer. And call the police, now." My pulse slowed instead of racing. "What happened?" He swallowed hard. "Check the baby's back. You'll understand." When I did, the air left my lungs. A birthmark, shaped like a crescent, the same rare mark that ran down the spine of my former best friend. I didn't scream, didn't ask questions, I just walked out of the hospital. I met Julia 7 years ago at a charity gala. She was light in motion, the kind that made a man forget his own shadows. I was quiet, meticulous, the kind who noticed how she stirred her drink counterclockwise every time. We fit, or I thought we did. Back then, she said she admired how steady I was, how predictable. I mistook that for love. When she introduced me to Mark, her old college friend, I ignored the way his gaze lingered on her lips when she laughed. He became a fixture in our lives, backyard barbecues, game nights, business trips. I never thought to question it. Love makes fools of men who think they're immune to it. It started with her phone face down, late replies, sudden showers at midnight. Her perfume changed, muskier, heavier, the kind you wear to be remembered, not just noticed. One night, she mumbled his name in her sleep. I remember lying there, eyes open in the dark, the ceiling spinning slower than my thoughts. Rage came, but not loud. It settled like dust, quiet, patient, deadly. That's when I stopped reacting, started recording. The first move was subtle. I duplicated our cloud account, every photo, every message. I found what I was looking for within an hour: hotel receipts, voice notes, even a video. They weren't careful. They never are when they think you're too gentle to notice. The second move, I met with my lawyer. Told him I wanted a will revised, just in case. He didn't ask why. The third, I transferred every joint asset to my private trust, legally, cleanly, irrevocably. The fourth, I invited Mark to invest in a startup I was launching. He bit. I made sure it tanked on paper, draining him dry. He lost everything he'd hidden from his wife. Julia thought I was distracted with work. In truth, I was building a cage around her affair, one she wouldn't see until the door clicked shut. When she went into labor, I drove her myself. She held my hand, tears in her eyes, saying she was sorry for how distant she'd been. I almost believed her. Almost. Then the baby was born, and the doctor turned white. That Mark. The same one Mark had since birth. I'd seen it once when we went hiking years ago. A mirror image, down to the curve. The doctor thought I was in shock. I wasn't. I was clarified. 2 hours later, I called Mark, told him I knew. He stammered, denied, then begged. "I'm coming over," he said. "No," I replied, "stay exactly where you are. I want the police to find you there." He thought I was bluffing, until they showed up. I'd sent them copies of every file, the affair, the fake investment, his falsified loan documents he'd used under my company's name. Fraud, embezzlement, adultery. I'd tied his sins together neatly, labeled and time-stamped. Julia was still in recovery when they came for him. She screamed his name as they dragged him out of the waiting room. That was the first time I saw the truth in her eyes. Not love, not regret, just fear. I filed for divorce before she was discharged. The hospital security had to escort her from my room when she tried to beg. "It was a mistake," she cried. "Please, he means nothing to me." I looked at her once. "He means everything now. He's your child's father." That silence, that collapse of realization, it was cleaner than any revenge I could have planned. Months passed. The news covered Mark's sentencing: wire fraud, identity theft, falsification of documents. 7 years. I didn't need to testify. My evidence spoke for itself. Julia moved states, I heard. She sends letters sometimes, unsigned. I never open them. As for the child, I funded a trust, not for love, for innocence. None of this was his fault. Sometimes I think about that day, the doctor's pale face, the mark on the baby's back, the moment my life split in two. But I don't feel anger anymore, just clarity. You don't destroy a betrayer by shouting. You do it by making sure every lie they told folds back on them, slow, precise, inevitable, like gravity, like justice.